Yvonne for Yvonne's Love Stream Walks. And here we are in Lautrec, and there's a group of people down below that I don't want to get on camera. But yeah, so here I am up at this amazing windmill, Moulin à Vent, and it's one of the oldest ones able to keep working in this part of France. And Lautrec is in the Languedoc region, the community, the area of France called the Tarn, T-A-R-N, and we're going to walk down into the town in a minute. But yeah, it's just beautiful up here. It's a gorgeous, 23, 24 degrees Celsius, and I'm so happy to be walking with you today, walking each other home, feeling the connection of the heart. Yeah, being in different countries, seeing different cultures, and knowing that we're all part of the one, not just human family, but family of all beings, seen and unseen. And there's a beautiful flower arrangement here. It's in the shape of the Occitan cross, I was told. I'm here visiting my friend Meredith, who I know from Findhorn, and her husband Robin, who some of you may have known as the original Poldark in the Poldark series. But I'm here for my day of sacred circle dancing tomorrow. We've got potentially 20 people, and it's going to be fun. And what we're dancing is, we're dancing for joy in challenging times. And I encourage us all today to walk with joy in challenging times. And yeah, look, isn't that a great picture there? Fabulous. Anyway, hello Tom, I saw you, I saw Janine, I saw Lida. I don't know who else I've seen come on. I can see, yeah, Janine, who else is saying? Oh, Kendall, hello, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Sharon, hi. And Diane, great. And Bonnie, well, you'd be better at the French than me, Diane, there in Quebec. And Peggy, Susan, fantastic. Anyway, isn't that a gorgeous scene there with the flowers and against a blue sky? So last week we were in Rome, the week before we were in Bucharest, and today we're east of Toulouse, in the beautiful town of Lautrec. And I'm really looking forward to dancing, bringing joy, uplifting the spirit and the hearts of people and myself and all of you as we walk today. And I think, was it last week or a couple of weeks ago, we were walking with these two qualities which I'd quite like to repeat. And one is world peace and one is laughter. And I was talking to another friend here, Teresa, and I was saying that Eileen, the main premise of Eileen Caddy's guidance that she received was that if we all bring ourselves to a state of inner peace, if we each look after ourselves, then the whole world will change. So yeah, I'm very happy to have you all along. So now we're going to go down a very steep path, which Meredith told me was made for the donkeys to bring up the big baskets of grain to be milled at this beautiful windmill, which I'll give you one more peek at. Very gorgeous. And Lautrec was founded in 940 AD, and you'll see some of it's a very beautiful medieval village. And I was told today that it's got 1,776 inhabitants. And so you can see what we're going down steeply into the town, and I think we're going to meet some people coming up. And so I'm going very carefully. And I was smiling today because, and there was a bit of laughter, that Eileen tells us to stop running around in circles today. And she says, there is an answer for every problem in our lives. For every problem there's an answer, if we will but be still and seek the answer. look, some buddleia still happening here. So you can see what we're going down, everybody. Lovelies, come with me. And slowly does it. And yeah, so if we would but be still. That's a good advice for me, isn't it? I'm a bit of a gallivanter, but see all the lovely tiles on the roofs as we come down. And it's very quite cool in the mornings, and then it gets quite hot in the afternoons. I've just got a light summer dress on at the moment. And down we go, and I just think of the people who actually paved these steep ways and the poor donkeys that hauled the grain up the hill. But you're going to be completely enchanted by this beautiful town. And there is a designation in France of villages that make the grade of being les plus beaux villages, the really beautiful villages. And this one has that accreditation. Yeah. Just looking for my notes here. You know, I always have a little bit of research. And you may know of the painter Toulouse-Lautrec, and his ancestors were from here, the Duke of Lautrec, and he grew up around here. Anyway, we come to this broadening area. Yeah, so I wonder what problems you're each facing at the moment, and whether you're willing to sit and see if an answer comes, and ask for an answer, seek for an answer. And or how many of us are running around in circles at the moment? And Eileen says everyone needs direction, and there is a need to commune with spirit. Look, there's some very gorgeous flowers along here, really delicate, like they look like tiny little slipper orchids.
Bonjour madame.
Bonjour. It's beautiful. Yeah, look, they're all along here. Oh, and you can, hello. Yeah, they're just lovely in the sunlight. Look. Oh, it's hard to see because I'm casting my own shadow. But yeah, they're very delicate. Very delicate. And we're coming up the side of this church that has been here for 600 years. Apparently it's the oldest building in the village. And I won't take you inside. The signal's not very good, but yeah, this is the front of the church. And now we're going to head for the really, look at these gorgeous, it's a sort of, you know, in Australia we built with wattle and daub, and in the UK this is sort of brick and daub. And the lovely shutters on the windows and the archways. You can just see me through there actually, look. Yeah, it's just a delight, really a delight to be here with you. And you're going to see in a moment, this is the place where there's the war memorial, and the sun peeking through there. And Meredith pointed out to me earlier that there are so many names on the war memorial from the First World War. So many of the men from this small village were killed in the First World War that there weren't many left. I think there was only 9 in the Second World War, because just it decimated these small villages. Now these are not real, by the way, but these are sort of manifestation of pink garlic. Now Lautrec is very famous for its pink garlic, but these are sort of giant ones made to get your attention. And you can see the sort of pinky hue on them. Yeah. Apparently they're white on the inside, but for some reason they're pink on the outside. And I'm going to show you another thing the place is famous for, but in a little while. But look, don't you just love these buildings? And lots of lovely flowers still. It's still so warm. The trees are autumnal, but it's still gloriously warm. Look, there's more pink garlic. And this is a really, look at this cute little cafe here. And we're going to go, the sun is not helping me today actually. We're going to go down there later. But yeah, oof, just keeping the sun off the camera. Let's go under here. Oop. Okay, now this is the beautiful Place Centrale. Isn't that lovely? Look. Ah, Roxana. Hello. On your way to Aikido, everybody. This is Roxana, who I stayed with in Bucharest. Ah, Alice over there in Western Australia. Nice to see you in this beautiful square. Now this morning, this square was a market. Every Friday morning there's a market. And there were a couple of vans selling cheese and meats, and then there were all the fruit and vegetables. But look at the glorious flowers. I don't know whether where you are in the world, well, people down in the southern hemisphere will be having a lovely spring, but this is fantastic for, what date is it today? The 17th of October, 2025. And just glorious. And look at the wood. Look at the age of this wood. And this brick and daub method and the shutters. It's really beautiful. Oh, I will say thanks to Robin Ellis from you, Kendall. Yeah, Robin's now 83. Still a great raconteur of stories of the stage and the screen. Yeah, but it's such a beautiful, it's got so much character, this town. Really loads of character. And not overrun by tourists, which is lovely, even though it is on the list of les plus beaux villages. Yeah, so lovely. Now I'm going to walk down the main street, but the sun is shining right up, right into our eyes, so to speak. And yeah, and Eileen this week, she also talks about, you know, we're all a drop in the same ocean, we're all grains of sand on the same beach. And we each contribute to the whole so importantly. And if we would each find peace in our own hearts, then there would be world peace. So how about it, Fellowship of Lovelies? What needs to happen for us each to do that? There's little shops open. So the shops, of course, are open in the morning and then they close from around 12 till 2 or 3. And then they're open till about now. But yeah, it's just glorious. And look at those lovely tiles. Look at that sky. And over here we have, looks like it's potable water. And it's a well. So how does it feel to be in France? Yeah, it's a well. Yeah, so next time you're in a difficult situation, remember it's another opportunity to learn. Now you see how difficult it is here. The sun The sun is right in my eyes and therefore not so helpful for you. But let me see if we can get over here. I wanted to show you a very sweet little cafe here. Let me jump into the shade here a little bit. Another little shop here. Yeah, so things continue at Findhorn with working out what to do with the Findhorn Foundation Trust's assets, material assets. And I'll keep you up to date with that, but it's going to be quite a long process. Meanwhile, the trustees, the new trustees of the Findhorn Foundation, SKIO, took over officially on the 10th of October. So let's see what their exploration brings. Here we've got the little supermarket, the épicerie, and lots of things that this region is known for. What have we got here? See, it's pink garlic mustard. Lots of interesting pink garlic. Pink garlic. Oh, that's a tapenade of black garlic. Anyway, where's this cafe? And then I'm going to take you down to see the walls of the town. The little shop, the little street. Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the dancing tomorrow, and I'm glad that you're walking with joy. I wish you could all join me. You'll all be here in spirit. Hello, Julie. Oh, I haven't seen you for a while. Love to see Trisha too. It's so funny coming straight from Rome, from Italy to France. I keep saying si instead of oui when I want to say yes. Now here's Cafe Plum, which is very sweet. Look at that. Very lovely. Apparently they have live music every evening in the summer and sometimes later in the year. But very beautiful, calm, restful little cafe. Oh, Bonnie, you saw a Toulouse-Lautrec painting. Cindy, did I say hello to you already? And Jill and Joan, hi. Now I'm going to head back. Oh gosh, lots of seeing you this morning. School's out. I could hear all the children in the playground earlier. Now this is better because the sun is behind me. Much more pleasant. Yeah. So when's the last time you sat down and were quiet for a while and said, look, I need help with this problem? I think I've told you before that I had a couple of big problems and I put them on the altar. I just say, okay, I can't do this on my own. Please help. And you know, the most amazing solutions that I never would have dreamed of happened. So I encourage us all to try it. What is there to lose? To lose. Lautrec.
Oh yeah. But this is so fucking useful.
Oops. Sorry for that expletive that got onto my love stream. Anyway, just going through this Place Centrale again. It is quite gorgeous. And this little cafe, I bought a millefeuille here this morning. It was rather delicious. Okay, we're going to head down quite steeply again. So here we've got and you can see me, very atmospheric. And you can see the stones. Uh-oh, I did an up. Now this is a very lovely area. They've sort of made a place maybe for concerts, performances. Very quiet. Oh, you're in France too, Joan. Ah, Rita Hayworth's birthday. Oh, good on her. Oh, it's so lovely to see you all. And I hope life is going well for you, that you all have good friends and strong support. I'm just sort of panning around here to give you an idea of what's all around me. Look at that. Ah. Yeah, lots of memories for those of you who've been to France. Now, do you know I haven't had an ice cream, so I don't know. Yeah, it's very lovely here. And look, somebody did this fantastic sculpture of a Don Quixote-like character. Looks more like a boy, though, than Don Quixote himself. But look, here you can see the wall of the town. Just gonna keep going along here. Just so beautiful. Look at the pattern of the bricks and these old shutters. And little, gosh, I sort of want to explore every little walkway off to the side. Ah, so that takes us round to the road. How lovely. It's really glorious. I'm very happy to have you along with me. Ah, so lovely to meet every Friday afternoon. Next week I'll be back in the UK, but not quite sure where in the UK. So that'll be a nice little surprise. You can see this leads down to the road, but here we've got the wall, very lush, looking up at the place. And then there's just this fantastic view of the countryside. Or there's a lot of comments for me to keep up with. I'll answer them when I get back on my computer, but I'm very glad you're also engaged with me. And it just makes this, the whole idea of a fellowship of lovelies, which sort of course, was birthed from the Findhorn spirit of connection and unity, of universal love. Yeah, and it goes on in many forms, many forms. Have I seen Rebecca Lynn today? Or Ellen? Now, Ellen wrote to me and told me she was having trouble with her internet, so perhaps that's why she hasn't. Now, look, this is one of the gates, and look at that. Beautiful. And there's the sculpture again. And the lovely wall. Ah, Maggie, you've come in from Glasgow. Good to see you. Nice to see you all. Yeah, it is. The blue sky just adds to it. I can't believe. So tomorrow, Meredith and Robin also bought a very old, well, not a very old, but an old church next door to them. And the local people, it's a wonderful tale of collaboration and love for history and the beauty of old things and for lineages. And they've been restoring the roof, all the volunteers, the local volunteers. And so we can dance out on the lawn and we can dance inside the church. It's truly beautiful. And I'm just trying to think, I'm not quite sure where to go, but I do love this line of stones. I guess it was sort of slightly drainage, yeah, because there's a drainage cover coming. And then we've got the open fields. So I'm just going to walk along here a little bit. Ah, yeah, because this is a great view. Of the wall. Look. Isn't that beautiful? And you can see the autumnal trees. Yeah. Anyway, it brings a spirit of expansion to me, and I imagine to all of you too watching. And hello to those of you watching the recorded version, wherever you are in the world. It's always nice to feel that the spirit of us all joining together once a week the ripple effect goes on well afterwards. And also remember that Diane in Quebec created a wonderful Instagram, and all these love streams go onto that. So look at that. Yeah, it is absolutely delightful. It's Lautrec, Lautrec. And look, there's a little walkway coming up here. I wonder where that leads. I can keep walking along the road, or I can wander across here. Now we're walking with the qualities, the blessing cards of laughter and world peace. An interesting combination. It would help for us all to have a bit of a sense of humor about ourselves. But look, I think this is new. It's another way back up into the town. Bit of a, oh, I wonder where this leads. Anyway, come with me and we'll find out. We were talking last night about this quality of there sort of symbolically being an open door, and do we dare to step through it? You can look at that on many levels. There's a little cat here. Hello. But yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, it is. There's lots of birds around actually, Cindy. Yeah, it's so interesting how I'm following you. There's many cat lovers who are on this Fellowship of Lovelies. Oh, he did. That was, wow. Disappearing cat. Wow, look at this one. Little labyrinth. Yes, walking in full presence. Now, who's just written that? Jill replied to Julie. Yeah, a beautiful place to walk in deep presence, exactly. And it's so quiet and it's so still. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention, because the shop was closed, the other thing Lautrec is famous for is something called pastel bleu. And it's a color, a pastel blue color. And it came in the 15th century. It brought wealth to this town, so much wealth that it supported the building of huge chateaus. And the root, if you put the root in water and you dipped white linen into the water, the linen would go green, and then when you took it out and oxidization happened, it went this pastel blue color. And so they created, they dyed everything in this pastel blue color, and it became very famous for that. Now I just see down here, it's a very lovely autumnal tree area, which is very pretty. Oh, glorious. Look at that. Look at that. I do hope that you all get to go out in nature a little bit, and that if you don't, that these walks provide something for you, because it is just gorgeous. And I'm wondering, look at these tiles. Yeah, maybe if I walk around there, that's sort of private, so I will wander this way. I'm not ready to give you up yet. Yeah. So laughter, world peace, and sort of, there was a blessing card of daring that I found today, and I thought, wow, we could really talk about this quality of daring. And people sort of often think of being daring as doing sort of quite reckless things. But for me, it's a bit like the angel card of risk. And daring can be daring to sit still. You know, when the world is in panic, or you're in panic and people are running around in circles, daring to sit still. Now over there, a little bit further around this way, we look to the Black Mountains, and behind the Black Mountains is the Pyrenees. But today it wasn't clear enough to see the Pyrenees. It was only clear enough to see the smudge of the Black Mountains. But beyond the Black Mountains is the amazing town of Carcassonne, which I hope to go to on Monday. And yeah, I wish you could all be with me in the dancing circle tomorrow. I will invoke you all, and we're going to, dance for joy, dance from the heart. Now I think when we go round this corner, I don't want to get run over. All these little hilltop towns, they're just perched so magnificently. And Meredith and Robin have lived here completely for 25 years, and they bought the house 10 years before that. So, yeah, look. Oh, look at that, the sun peeping through, saying hello to you all. What's the weather like where you all are, I wonder? Spring in the south and autumn in the north. This is very lovely. And tomorrow we have a set of French angel cards and English angel cards, because we have sort of 50-50. Some people are bilingual, some people only French. Yeah, it'll be great. And we've got some French dances to do, some Scottish, a bit of everything really. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been such a great trip so far. Look, you can see the walls there as well. Looking through, now just through there, you can see in the distance the mountains. Oh, look, you can hear the birds again. Yeah, it's lovely, all these cool areas, because I imagine this place gets very hot in the summer. All these lovely benches and... Anyway, after rainy Bucharest, which was fabulous as well. In fact, talking of laughter, Roxana and I, we couldn't stop laughing that day of the live stream in the rain and the wind. That was quite funny. I know when things go really, really wrong, what's to do but to laugh. Ah, and I almost forgot. I saw a lovely thing written last night in Meredith and Robin's living room. And I said, oh, it was handwritten. And it was something that Meredith heard I think 1992. And the man who she'd heard it from just wrote it out. And I said, I am going to use that. Now I'm just going to flick under this railing here. There's a little bit more. Look this. Look up here. Ah, it's all so gorgeous. Anyway, I'm going to wander over here and find a nice spot in the shade. I'm looking out. So there, that black smudge is the Black Mountains. It's beautiful rolling hills of the French countryside. And this is what it said. I'm just getting out of the sun here. This is what it said. It said, I thankfully greet this glorious morning. So for all of you in California, this is very true. The rest of you, you can use it tomorrow morning. I thankfully greet this glorious morning as a token of your infinite grace. And may your divine light fill my life with joy and love for everyone I'll meet this precious day ahead. So let me just say this again, because it's a great invocation. You know, as we've talked often, Eileen talks often about, you know, wake up and make this day a great day. You've got the choice. You've got the choice about how you respond to things. So I thankfully greet this glorious morning as a token of your infinite grace. And may your divine light fill my life with love and joy for everyone I meet this precious day ahead. Wow, what a nice way to end a very beautiful walk. And you know how I do mission creep. I've just seen, just a little bit up the road, there's another view. And I can't help myself. So hang on. And so you can laugh at me if you like. I don't mind. But look, I can just see that possibly there's another brilliant view where that bench is just up ahead. And it has been a great wandering today. And Always great to have you with me and feel the connection that just runs across the world through our hearts. Yeah, very supportive and uplifting. Oh look, it's just beautiful, and the trouble is the sun is never let me complain about the sun, but look, yeah, so it's another lovely view out. And benches all the way along for us to sit on. Do you think we could all fit onto that bench up there? Remember how we all fitted into that rickshaw in Glasgow that day? Now then was there a lot of laughter. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. All right, just looking up. The road goes up and up. Yeah, so let's end here. So thank you for walking with me in Lautrec. And Meredith and Robin and Teresa all say a big hi to you. And so does everybody in Findhorn, really. People know that we still walk together more than 5.5 years later. And they think it's wonderful. So lots of love to you all. Just looking here out at a very green, another green and pleasant land. So I'll see you next Friday. That will be, by the way, next Friday is the last Friday before the clocks go back in UK and Europe. So, and it's 1 week before the American clocks go back. So the Australian clocks already went forward in some parts of Australia. And so just be aware that next week, those of you in the States or in Canada, it'll be an hour later for you, I think, because, no, next week it's normal, it's the week after. So next week, normal, 4 p.m. UK time. Okay, lots of love from me. The qualities of laughter and world peace, both so important. And yeah, heart connection always. And I'll be thinking of you as we all dance. Bye.